So we know what the solar system is. So in the solar system there are 8 planets, and one of them is being our Earth. Many consequences will happen if any one of these planets disappear. So let us see some of the questions that nobody can really answer that much, and let's try to crack them open. Now, what what happens if the Earth itself disappeared and was never existing in the solar system? Then we wouldn't be alive, and the sad thing is there will only be 7 planets. So what will happen to the inner planets that are near us? Well, and what will happen to the moon? So let's start with the moon. The moon, since nothing actually will now give the gravitational pull and make it orbit with them, since the Earth is not there, it will have 2 scenarios. It will go out of the solar system or inside the sun and crash into the sun, or get out of the or it would get into the gravitational pull of Mars, Jupiter, or any other planets that are starting from Mars, and will likely orbit that planet. And another option, C, it would just crash into one of the planets while going out. So that's our moon's history. So what will happen to Mercury? So the thing is, Mercury will not have that much of an effect, since it's already close to the Earth, to the planet. It might move a small step bit to the sun, since the Earth it's not going to use any pressure to gravitational pull to keep the Earth in orbit, since Earth isn't there. So it will more likely affect its gravitation on all the rest of the planets, and all of these planets might move a small way into, they will change the zones they are in and will likely move closer to the sun. So now let's see what happens to Venus. Not much of the thing, since it's still in the hot zone where life cannot thrive, and everything existing will burn to death. So we still have these in the same area. So these two don't have that much of an impact, and they only have a small impact of them getting a bit closer to the sun. Now this is where things get interesting. So Mars right now is in the cold zone. It is so close to the Goldilocks zone, the zone where life can thrive and liquid water can actually exist. That's why the Earth has a habitat and can actually have organisms living. So if Mars was there, it would right now change to the Goldilocks zone. Since the Earth is not there, it would, and the sun's gravitational pull will push the Mars into the Goldilocks zone, making it have liquid water. And if everything goes right and the moon also gets into its orbit, then the best thing will happen. Mars will turn into a new Earth right here. It will have liquid water and it will turn into the new Earth. And it already has two moons, and if our moon joins it, there will be a triple moon. This might cause some big storms and stuff, but it's still possible to inhabit this new Earth. So what about Jupiter? Jupiter will go to the place where Mars is, and it would likely be the same. So from here, from Mars, all these planets also don't have that much of an impact. So what about the asteroid belt that is in Mars? What would happen to it? Likely, it would also move close to the Earth, since the Sun, because the Earth is right here, and if the Earth disappears, Sun has a lot more effect. So these peaceful asteroid belt will likely to hurl some of its besties or meteoroids into the now known Earth, which is Mars. So Mars would likely be bombarded by some. However, some of its rocks won't really go there. It would still be an asteroid belt, but many of its rocks will certainly get hurled. What about Saturn and its rings? Well, technically, as same as the asteroid belt, they would surely bombard Jupiter, but they will still be there or not. The thing is, the asteroid belt might still survive this, or it might not survive, and this applies to Saturn too. What about Neptune? These two are in the far end. So if they get close, it's nothing. It's just this. These two things don't really have that much of an impact right here. So now we need to go far, far, far away to the Oort cloud. No, sorry, to the dwarf planets. They won't also have that much of a thing, and the asteroids in their section will likely bombard them as the asteroid belt here. So then let's get into the final part, the Oort cloud, the edge of the solar system. This same thing as asteroid belt. However, so in pink, Mars might become. So let's just see the outcomes for every planet. These two, nothing. This becomes the new Earth, and many species might grow and take over. And Jupiter gets the asteroid belt bombards Mars. And Jupiter, it gets bombarded by Saturn's rings. Now Saturn's rings, they might be alive, might dead. Same applies to the asteroid belt. These two, not that much. Dwarf planets get bombarded with meteorites, and the Oort cloud, some of its rocks and particles will also get hurled to all these planets. And last of all, the Sun, it's getting more gravitational pull. So now we saw that Earth, it died, okay, but what if all of these planets don't exist except for Earth? What if Earth is the only planet that exists? So instead of this, instead of this, what happens if these planets dies? No Mars, no Venus, no nothing. So now the moon will still be there, and the moon is not going to disappear. So now this would also make some things a bit difficult for our brother Earth. You see, if all of these planets disappeared, the gravitational pull of the Sun will impact the Earth more greater, making it collide or making it into the heat zone, and in any case we won't really survive. What about the moon? It will have the same ending as our poor Earth. So not much of a story there, but I don't think Earth is going to survive without every planet. So, yes, another part 2 of this series will come, and we will explore all of the planets, and if Venus is in there and what will happen, and every single planet, every single thing in the solar system. So now with some new news, and to wrap this whole video, scientists have found a new planet that is the same size as Earth and is said to be habitable. It's a copy of Earth with no differences except for its color, since there isn't that much of water right there. But scientists, this planet is the same size, same volume as Earth, and is said to be habitable, since scientists have said that this could be habitable. So what is this planet? It's Kepler. It's actually Kepler 1000, say, or you can also say it Kepler 1649c. So this planet is the same size as Earth, and it is said to be habitable. So let's see. So this planet is around 1.6 times larger. It's okay. It is a bit larger than Earth, but still, you can see that it's so small. The thing, it's so small. It's a Earth-sized habitable zone planet. Even though it's actually 1.6 times, that is so small compared to other Earth-like planets that are 3 times of it. So this planet is so close to Earth's mass, so making it very similar to our own planet in terms of physical dimensions. So that's it for the video. Hope you have enjoyed this. See you all in the next video. Goodbye.